Hi everyone. Today we have a guest, Arpita, with us, who is recently placed in LTI Mindtree for the ET role. And in this session, she will be sharing her journey, what resources she followed, and how did she prepare, and all the things about about exam pattern. So now, Arpita, you can start with your intro.
Okay. First of all, thank you, ma'am, for inviting me for sharing my experience. My name is Arshita Garg, and I am currently pursuing BTech in Computer Science and Engineering from Madhav Institute of Technology and Science, Gwalior. And I am currently in the eighth semester of college, and I have recently got an offer for GET role at LTI Mindtree. Thank you.
Okay. So your college that is in Gwalior, it is what type of college it is, like tier one, tier two, or what?
Ma'am, it's a government college, semi-government college, and it is tier 3 college. But now it is deemed university, so its level has increased.
Okay, all right. So the opportunity you got in LTI Mindtree was on campus only.
Yes, ma'am, it was on-campus opportunity.
Okay. So when was you got the when did you got the information that LTI Mindtree is about to come and all the details?
Okay, so the registrations on Superset portal started on 23 August, around 23 August 2024. And that is in the last week of August, and then the test was on 8th September. So pre-placement talk took place on 6th September, and then there was online test on 8th September.
Okay.
And then
So what was
uh,
the pattern of exam?
okay, so ma'am, the test composition was of 120 minutes basically. First 15 minutes were for English comprehension part. Then next 15 minutes were for logical ability part, and next 15 minutes were for quantitative aptitude part. And then 35 minutes were given for computer programming MCQs, and then 20 minutes were given for computer science MCQs, and final 20 minutes were for spoken English part. We were given a topic and we had to speak on that topic for 5 minutes. That was the
So the
communication part, and we had to
yeah,
repeat sentences.
okay. So there was no any coding round.
No coding round, but there were code snippets and pseudo codes basically
Mm-hmm.
to correct the codes. MCQs were given.
All right. So what was the exam pattern? How many questions from which subject and what was the difficulty level?
And the difficulty level was moderate to difficult. Some questions were also easy, but questions were generally like 10 questions from English part only, and then 25 questions from aptitude part. And then there were some sentences that we had to speak. So for this test, I would recommend that you have headphone with mic so that you are able to hear sentences properly and you are able to speak properly, and the system is able to record your voice properly. So you should check your mic and headphone properly and then connect the test.
Mhm. Okay, so all these sections were elimination round or non-elimination round?
Yes, ma'am. This was an elimination test only, and communication test was also elimination round because some of my friends got eliminated because their mic was not working properly or their headphone was not working properly.
Okay, so all these exams exam or we can say communication assessment etc. was on same day only.
Yes, ma'am. It was 120 minutes test.
Mm-hmm.
On the same day, the test window was open for 24 hours, so we could give test anytime.
All right. So in college you need to give the test or from your home or hostel you give the test?
From our homes only.
Okay,
From
okay.
our homes, but because of that, many people cheated and they got eliminated. They were
Mm-hmm.
caught. So I would not recommend taking it lightly.
Mm-hmm.
You
Okay.
should give it
So
seriously only.
when did you get the results? Like after how many days or how many hours?
Okay. So I got my results by 30th September. 1st October,
Oh,
30th September. So about 3 weeks, after 3 weeks. And then I got to know that my interview, technical interview, will take place in October only, but we were not given any dates. Then on 15th November, I got a mail that my technical interview will be on 16th November, 11 a.m. next day only.
Okay, just
So
one day before.
I I had prepared for interviews for other companies also, so I was ready.
Okay.
And
So
then
now,
technical,
if we talk about interviews, so like what was the process? How many interviews were there? Two or only one?
two interviews. One was technical interview and second was HR interview.
Mhm.
Hmm.
So technical interview was on in the next day only when you got the mail.
On 16th November, 16th
Mhm.
November, 11 a.m. 2024. Yes.
So it was an online interview or you need to go to the place?
Online interview, ma'am.
Okay,
Online
so
interview.
what type of questions they asked if you remember some questions?
Yes, ma'am. So my primary coding language is C++. So they asked me questions about OOPS concepts and classes and friend function. Then I have also some experience in Python. I also have some
Mhm.
experience in Python. So they asked me about slicing in Python, and they asked questions on my projects. My project was basically a voice controlled desktop assistant with AI integration. So it involved natural language processing and AI integration. So they asked questions on that. And then they also asked questions about SDLC, that is software development lifecycle. So software development questions were also asked. And then some HR questions were asked, like, am I okay with relocation? Am I okay with working in night shifts, etc.?
Okay, so what was the total duration of your technical interview?
Ma'am, I don't remember exactly, but it was around 20 minutes. At least 20 minutes, I remember that.
Okay, all right. So after your technical interview, when did you get the mail for HR interview?
Hmm. So I got to know that I have been selected for HR interview on 28th November, and my
Hmm.
HR interview was on 29th November 2024 only at 2 p.m.
Okay,
It
so
was
in
online only.
HR interview, what was the process?
HR interview was short only. The interviewer was friendly, the HR was friendly, and she asked questions about relocation part, about
Hmm.
working in night shifts, working in any shifts, and
Hmm.
about my hobbies. So it was a general discussion. And they also asked that why do you want to join LTI Mindtree? Why do you want
Hmm.
to pursue a career with us? That
Okay,
was about it.
all right. So after that, when did you get the mail that yes, you are shortlisted or final selected like that?
Okay, so I got to know about final results through my TNP cell only, through the TNP
Hmm.
cell of college on 10th December, 10th December 2024. So about after 11 days, 10, 11 days.
Okay, okay. So,
Hmm.
yeah, okay. So, do you have the joining letter now or just letter of intent you are having as of now?
No, I have a letter of intent, offer letter I have.
Okay, okay. All right. So, if you know that how many total candidates were sit in that and how many selected finally?
Okay. So, ma'am, in starting, because this company was open for all the branches,
Hmm.
total students were 976 from our college, including all the branches. Then in online test, uh, around 200 plus students were selected in online test.
Hmm.
And after online test, 135 were selected for technical interview. Uh, like there were 135 students after technical interview, and after HR interview, there were 117 students finally.
Okay, okay. All right. So, okay, we have done with the process. Now, if I ask you, like, what resources you followed for your exam preparation? So,
Okay.
what will be the resources you want to recommend and you followed?
Okay. Okay. So first of all, I would recommend Prep Insta platform. Prep Insta platform has many MCQs and different questions on different topics like English and aptitude. So I
Mm-hmm.
followed that resource. Then I also followed your channel for previous year questions for HR questions basically. So you had given a list of HR questions that I followed, and I prepared each and every question from that sheet. And I also followed other channels like BTech Factory and Prime Coding for previous year questions of LTI Mindtree and other companies. So for DSA part, I would mainly suggest that if you have not done many questions, you can use 100 quotes on Prep Insta,
Mm-hmm.
top 100 quotes on Prep Insta for DSA preparation. And for spoken English part, you should watch a YouTube video on communication test. Basically, many companies has communication tests like Accenture, Cognizant, and LTI Mindtree. So you could use YouTube for that preparation. And for English comprehension part, you can basically see MCQs on internet, like on Prep Insta and other YouTube channels. So that's about it.
Yeah. Practicing previous year questions will make you confident about the exam.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
And ma'am,
so
I also took some mock interviews, like among friends, we used to ask each other HR questions and technical questions, so that helped in my preparation
yeah, mock
as well.
interviews always. Okay, so if we talk about main areas of focus in exam, like your online assessment, so what are the
Hmm.
most important topics that one person should not skip?
Okay, so basically aptitude questions like age-related questions,
Hmm.
direction sense questions, sitting arrangement questions. Then there are profit loss questions, discount, profit loss, selling price, that by cost price, and
Hmm.
questions related to fill in the blanks in English and error detection. And reading comprehension part should also be good. You should be able to read thoroughly and understand and mark answers carefully. And for speaking, you should stand in front of a mirror and practice speaking on random topics before the online test for 5 to 10 days. You can practice that so that you can spontaneously think at that moment. So I would suggest that. And let me see if there are some other topics. Venn diagram questions are also important. And then statement conclusion questions and also probability questions came in the exam. And for code snippets, there were
Hmm.
basic questions on different programming languages like Python programming languages and C++, Java. So you should know the basic syntax of each programming language
Hmm.
for that.
Yeah, pseudo codes and code snippets available on my channel because almost
Yes,
all
ma'am.
the company has the same pattern, right? So
Yes.
a very little changes there, so we can easily follow each and everything from different companies because ultimately the syllabus is same, so the pattern is also same. Okay, so if we talk about in summary, like how many days you have given for your placement preparation?
Okay, so I properly started placement preparation at the starting of fourth year, like in January 2024 only, properly. But before that, I covered the DSA part, and then I prepared aptitude from January and also English part from January onwards. But I would suggest that if you have time, you should start even earlier so that you
Mhm.
have enough questions to practice and you are confident in yourself, because you don't have to prepare just for one company or just for
Mhm.
service based companies. You have to prepare for all the companies, so the more the better.
Yeah, yeah.
So but starting from January onwards, serious preparation from January onwards is fine. Like if companies start coming in August or September, then you have enough months, like 7 8 months of preparation.
Yeah, yeah. Because in the main season of placement will start from July last or August starting. So
Hmm.
from there, if you want to place in your seventh semester only, so yeah, January is the best time to start your preparation for serious.
Hmm.
Okay,
Yes, ma'am.
so Apart from that, if you want to suggest anything to our subscriber or the students who are preparing for their placement, you are open to share.
Okay. So, ma'am, I feel that preparation part is the main part, but uh, there is also second part that you need to focus on, and that is not giving up. Like basically, you will face a lot of rejections in this journey, and it is not easy to crack a job in this day and age right now. And so you can get disappointed easily that you could have high hopes from one company that इसमें तो हो ही जाएगा and all my rounds were good so I will definitely crack it but sometimes you get rejected from such companies and you don't make it and you give your best still you don't make it so
Yeah,
a luck part also comes in so you should not be disappointed by rejections and you should keep trying for other companies so that you
yeah,
can be placed in a better company or a company of same level. So you should not be obsessing over one company only.
yeah,
And you should keep your preparation on after getting one offer also you should keep your preparation on like if you are
yeah,
satisfied then also you should keep your preparation on because then you can crack better companies and better offers so I
yeah.
would suggest
In
that.
Yeah, on that note, my honest suggestion is also, even after you are having one or two offers in your bucket, still you have to prepare because I trust on that. And also for better opportunity, you have to keep preparing, keep exploring all the things. So
Yes.
thank you so much, Arpita. Like it was a
Okay.
nice discussion with you. And if you have something more to share, then yes, we can share.
Okay. Not right now, ma'am. It was a nice experience talking to you. This was my first experience sharing like this, so it was nice. Thank you.
Thank you so much to you and congratulations on your success and also keep preparing and go for the best.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you
Okay.
so much.